I'm Richard McKenna. I'm from Fortescue. I'm here to tell you about Catalyst products. We've been using Catalyst switching in the data center to provide a core functionality. We do routing, BGP, OSPF on 9500 switches. We use 9500 switches for fiber aggregation, and we also use 9300 switches for access layer, as well as the high performance 100 gig switches for aggregation. So at FMG, we have a need to bring on a lot of users into our network, and Catalyst Switch provides port density that we need to bring on our users. It also provides performance to move that traffic through our network at the speeds that we require, at the scaling that we require. It also gives us the flexibility to have a mixture of fiber and copper ports to bring on those users, build fiber connections out to the data center. Being a mining company, we've seen Catalyst switches deployed out in the field. When it comes to do a lifecycle upgrade, we've taken these switches out, 3750s in particular, and opened them up. And they were still working when we pulled them out. And when we opened them up, they're completely full of dust. And they've seemed to have survived for many years in deployment. And we're hoping for the same longevity out of the current range 9K series Catalyst switches. Out of a scale of 1 to 10, I would rank Catalyst switches around 10. I've been using them for years, and I think Cisco's best product is Catalyst switches. Being a mining organization, we have a mixture of use cases where we need IoT products to suit environmentals, as well as Catalyst switching. In the data center and in controlled environments, we tend to use Catalyst switching, while in other environments, we use other systems. I found the Catalyst switches to be quite reliable in both environments, which is outstanding. One of the major problems with our deployments is that we have limited capability to express dust. Iron ore dust gets into permeates through our data centers and coaster switches, which makes cooling a problem. But in reality is we've had Catalyst switches running for many years in tough environments, and the reliability has been. Yeah, it's been a while since I've had the opportunity to work with other vendors on these kinds of products. Generally, I work with other vendors in IoT technologies. Probably Catalyst is such a good product. We've been using it for so many years. It's our go-to arsenal. We don't sit on using another vendor in the data center or in our wiring closets. There are a lot of products on the market that might present more cheap than Cisco Catalyst switches. The reality is, with the integrations into our management system and the level of support we get from Cisco on a day-to-day basis, it's hard to drive any better value out of the other product and saving Cisco in the future. For all the use cases that I've had to use Catalyst switches for, I found their feature set is fantastic. I'm keen to drive better value out of using some of the incremental upgrades that Cisco provide over time. We tend to use BFD, OSPF, BGP a lot on the Catalyst platform. I'm keen to push out 1000i sensors and some other Cisco's product lineup that can utilize the additional compute that the Catalyst now ship with. So I'm looking to drive more value out of investment in our products, as well as invest in newer and future releases of Catalyst products and doing even more. I've been working with Catalyst for a long time, and at the company we've made investments in many generations of Catalyst switches. And while we're early adopters of the 9000 series and it has some limitations in the software that features that we deploy into our network, Cisco consistently upgraded the software, pushed new versions out. When we have the opportunity to upgrade, we take the opportunity, and the feature set is just become more and more rich. But more importantly, the software becomes less buggy and much more stable, what we can continue to rely on. Throughout the last few years, we've had many deployments of the Cat 9000 series. Our initial deployments, we had a few problems. Cisco came to our aid, provided support, taken our feedback, and the product has improved. And consequently, latest deployments have been relatively successful without any pain at all. Would I buy a Catalyst product? Yes, absolutely. Our company's like most companies. We have a suite of software. We have specific applications that help our miners control mine networks and work remotely. All of this access comes through our Cisco Catalyst Access 4 and our access network. And from there, we'll interact with Catalyst data centers on our mine sites. They will pull telemetry and information from our IoT applications, and all that for over a Catalyst backhaul network. We use Cisco ASRs for routing. We use Nexus in the data center access layer. All these products come together and tie nicely with our requirements for our networks. As a network engineer, I've worked with Cisco for a long time, and I would definitely recommend their switching products and their routing. It's been a first choice of ours for many years, for mine personally.